Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook. Today I'm here to show you a hat wig by Milano. This is a human hair hat wig that I just recently purchased. This video is not sponsored. Milano didn't give me any deals for this. I wish, but I am loving this wig so much that I wanted to bring you a review of it and let you know that this is an option if you're looking for a wig to wear with hats. So if you want to know more about this baby right here, then stick around for the rest of this video. I'm going to tell you all about her. I'm really excited to be bringing this review to all of you and telling you about this fantastic wig. As some of you may know or have been observing lately, I am starting to dabble a little bit with human hair wigs. Because I'm curious about human hair, I really want to have a well-rounded understanding of wigs and all of the different options. And so I'm really open to trying just about anything at this point. Cost is generally the barrier for me, especially when it comes to human hair wigs. People don't really send you human hair wigs to review, or at least not to me. And so if I'm going to be doing any human hair, I have to purchase them on my own. So I did purchase this one on my own. Milano knows nothing about me. They don't know that I'm doing a video or anything. I just went to their website during a recent sale that they had and made a purchase. So I'm going to tell you all about that experience of purchasing from them and some of the options that are available to you. I also will be doing a comparison video in the near future of this hat wig with a Rene of Paris synthetic hat wig that I have and giving you the pros and cons of both, because I definitely think there are pros to spending the extra money to get a human hair hat wig. I don't always believe that. I don't know that human hair is always a better choice than synthetic. There's a lot of pros and cons, but when it comes to a wig that's going to be sitting this close to your head, that you're essentially going to be pressing down into your head and neck with a hat, I find that these human hair fibers are much more comfortable and less itchy than a synthetic wig. So I'll talk all about that in a future video. But let's talk about this one. So the wig I have on my head is their 16-inch Hatfall wig in the color dark brown balayage. So this is a dark brown balayage color. And ta-da, it's hat wig. So this wig has an ultra soft cap up here. So there's no hair on the top, so no real added bulk, and this is so soft. It's like a soft cotton cap. And then it's got a little bit of a velvet, I'll take this off and show it to you in a second, a velvet lining right here, and it just sits so snug, so secure, very comfortable. And you can see then it's got the hair sewn all around it. And so back here are wefts. And so all you have to do is take any hat you want. Any hat works with this. Baseball caps, sun caps, beanies, winter hats, just anything. You can even take bandanas if you like to, kind of put a bandana around your head and tie it in the back, like a skull cap kind of. Even that will work just fine with this. The coverage on here is excellent. The hair goes all the way up to up here, so every hat that you wear is going to cover the part that has no hair. And every hat I've tried fits so awesome with this because it really adds very little bulk to your head. So when you put a hat on, unlike if you try to put a hat over a full wig, you don't have all of the extra bulk on the top. I just love that. Now let me show you with the hat on all the way around. So your choices when you go to purchase a Hatfall from Milano, They have lengths from 16 to 24 inches. And I think they go 16, it may just go 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. And so this is the 16 inch. So as you can see on me, the 16 inch comes just below my shoulders. So this is the shortest one that they currently have. And it is absolutely long enough for you to be able to put it in a low pony in the back. You can put a small braid on it in the back. It is long enough that you can take it and you can put it in a couple of side ponies if you want to. Plenty of length for that. Or even some side braids. So it definitely has enough length to be able to wear it in different styles. But it's a great length if you want to wear it down as well. I just recently did a hair of the day with a Milano hat wig that I had purchased a number of years ago, and it's a wavy piece. It's naturally wavy, and it's at least 20 inches. It's definitely longer than this one. This length to me for wearing down is a much better length. That one is too long for me to really comfortably wear it down, so I usually throw that one in a braid. This one is a straight piece, so it dries naturally straight. This is a slight wave that's been put in it with a curling iron. I actually have not curled this one. I have not washed this one. I have worn this one about 3 times now. For many, many hours each time. And this is the wave that is coming from Milano. So it was just slightly wavier than this when I first got it. So the wave has relaxed, partly because I wore it out when it was misting one day, and so it wasn't full on raining, but it was misting. So the hair did get just a little bit wet. It didn't fully take the curl out though, it just relaxed it a little, and I really love what it did. So this can obviously be curled. It's human hair, so you can curl it, you can straighten it, you can color it if you want to. You can do kind of whatever you want with it, but let's take a look at this. So the hair is absolutely gorgeous. It's soft, it's healthy, it has no tangles, and it never gets any tangles. So far, every time I've worn it, I've had no tangle issues whatsoever with it. None. It's kind of amazing. This thing does not tangle, and you can see how just great my hands run through it. It's just so soft. I just love it. Let's take a look at this color. So it's a dark brown balayage. So you've got a darker brown base. It's a kind of a neutral brown. I mean, it's okay, let's say it's warm, but it's not red. How about if I put it that way? Oftentimes when I have seen brunette human hair, it gets really brassy and red when it gets into the darker browns. This one is not doing that right now. And then it melts. As you can see, they did such a great job with this balayage into a beautiful caramel. It has some actual ashy tones in it with some blonde and caramel. So it is warm, but it's not super warm, and it's not red. I struggled choosing the color greatly because I wasn't sure. I mean, you can't really tell from their website. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go with a medium brown or a dark brown. I didn't know if a dark brown would be too dark for me. This is absolutely not too dark for me. I am so glad I got the color that I got. Now, this is the cap construction. So as you can see, it's fully wefted in the back. There is no extended nape, and it has hook adjusters. So it does adjust so you can make the cap a little smaller. This one has no ear tabs. One of the choices you can make when you're purchasing these Hatfalls from Milano, as you're placing your order, there's a bunch of drop-down boxes. I can actually see my computer over here, and so I'm sort of looking at it as I tell you. So the first thing you can choose is your cap size. I chose a medium cap size. If you want a small cap size or a large cap size, that is, I believe, $100 upcharge. So this wig right now retails for $600. I got it for, I think I got it for 20% off that during their sale. So if you wanted to upgrade the cap size, you will pay $100 to go to a small cap or a large cap. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the measurements of those are. I can just tell you how this one fits me. I'll put it back on and describe the fit for you. The next choice that you can make when you're placing an order is whether or not you want ear tabs. So once again, I'll show you inside this cap. I did not get ear tabs. So this has no ear tabs right here. In the drop down, when you drop down that section, it says no ear tabs, recommended in parentheses, and then ear tabs, recommended if no hair. Well, obviously I have no hair, so I really struggled about whether or not I should get ear tabs or not. I didn't want to pay the extra $50 to get ear tabs, and so I just prayed that I wouldn't regret my decision. And I really don't right now, although, I mean, it definitely would I would have a little bit better coverage at the sides if I had ear tabs. I'll show that too when I put it back on with the hat. It's working, and I kind of like not having that extra bulk there. It did come with clips, so right in where the ear tabs would have been, those pressure clips like toppers have, I took those off because I don't have any hair to use them on. But if you have hair, it does come with those clips. You just snip them right off with the scissors. So that's another choice that you can make, whether or not you get ear tabs. Then you can also add a color service where you can have them do additional color. This came this way. This was their dark brown balayage, but you can add color service and you can have them do some lighter tones. You can have them just add different colors. So that's an option for a cost. And another drop down is, sorry, I'm starting to have trouble reading it. Oh, personalize your cut. So you can have them personalize the cut. So I didn't do that. This is the cut that it came with. So it has slight layering. It's not super layered, but it's definitely layered, long layers, which makes it lay really nicely, really comfortably, and these kind of waves look really great. And then there's that inside of the cap. So the last thing is, oh, please style my hair. So you can have them put a beach wave in it, let it air dry, or I think there were 3 choices, maybe straighten it, air dry, and beach wave. I thought I asked them to air dry it on that, but this obviously came with a beach wave. They curled this one, which is fine. I can't quite remember what I did. So those are the choices when you place an order. And then before I put it back on, this is the cap. So right now we're inside out, and this is the inside of the cap. It's so light and soft and stretchy and comfortable and not itchy in any way, shape, or form. That's the outside of it. Just stunning. Really. It's so comfortable. It goes on so easy. And like I said, I've had no tangling issues with this whatsoever so far. So as for fit, I feel as though this fits me a little big. So my measurements, I have a 22-inch circumference, and over the top of my head is fairly petite. You can find my measurements in the description of this video, so if you want to compare yours to mine, I could be quite a bit bigger and fit this comfortably. I mean, I've got good stretch here. I definitely have room to grow in the circumference area, so I would have to believe that up to a 22.5 probably would fit this without having to go up to the large cap size. I can't guarantee it because some of the variability there is all of your measurements. So your circumference is one thing, but if your other measurements are bigger than mine, that will change the dynamic of how the wig fits you. It does come all the way down to my ears. Like all the way down to my ears. Every now and then, in the last couple of times I've worn it, I will start to feel it pinch just ever so slightly under here. Nothing terrible, and usually all I have to do is kind of shift the hat a little bit, and that's enough. But what that tells me is that this is really average, true to average, because I am fairly petite over my head, and so this is fitting me a little large. If your measurements are bigger than mine over the top of your head, this is still going to fit you to a certain point because it is sitting so low on me. And that's where we come to the ear tabs. I actually get really good coverage here without any ear tabs. I'm actually just slightly worried that if I would have had ear tabs put on, it would be too big for me, because this is coming all the way down. The ear tabs would have still come down even further. So I'm pretty happy that I didn't get ear tabs. The only time I might notice that might be an issue is if I want to, let me put my hat back on, is if I want to if I wanted to tuck this a little bit. I just think you're going to sort of be able to tell because I have no hair to blend right here. So I think it might look just a little bit obvious, as you can see just a little bit of my stubble. It's actually not too bad though. And if you have any bio hair at all, then you can just pull a little bit of bio hair out right there for some wispies and totally blend with the wig. So I would say if you have any bio hair at all, don't get ear tabs, because I just think they would get in the way, and we'll add just a slight bit of bulk right here, which you probably don't want if you're wearing a hat. So overall, I'm super pleased with this. It's so comfortable. It's pretty lightweight. I mean, it's got a good amount of hair density, but it's not super heavy density at all. I find that it's pretty cool. It's way cooler than if I were to wear a wig underneath this hat, which I have tried to do multiple times when I wanted to wear a hat someplace, and I get so overheated with all of those extra layers. This is super comfortable. So that is my review of the Milano 16-inch Hatfall in dark brown balayage. If you have any questions for me about this wig, if I didn't cover something that you're curious about, let me know and I will try to answer those, and I will come back with an update. I know something like this is a huge investment, and so it's hard to spend that money when you're unsure. I struggled. I actually I almost ordered it multiple times over the course of multiple weeks. I kept having it in my cart, and then I'd order it. And then when I finally did order it, I got a message from them that it was out of stock and they didn't expect it to be in until sometime this summer. So I went to cancel my order, and I was debating, should I cancel it? Because now I was having a little bit of buyer's remorse. I mean, this is a lot of money for me, for us, for my family. And and then they wound up getting some in stock sooner, and it was only a couple of weeks as I was debating. And so I decided to go for it because I really want to get this experience, and I want to be able to share this kind of stuff with you guys. I think I'll get a lot of wear out of it, and this is going to last me forever. Unless I do something crazy or dumb with it and ruin it, this is going to last me forever. I should never have to buy another hat wig now unless I want a different color or something, because the cap is going to last forever. This hair is gorgeous. I can't see anything going wrong with it. So it's fantastic. Highly recommend it. I think it's a well worth it investment if you are an everyday wig wearer and you wear hats a lot, or you think you will wear hats a lot. The only drawback to this is you can't take your hat off. If you wear a full wig with a hat over it and you get overheated, or you go indoors somewhere where you don't want to wear a hat anymore, you can just take that hat off, just run to the bathroom, kind of fluff up the hair, and you're good to go. This one, if you put a hat on with it, you're committing. You're not taking that hat off. But let me tell you guys, for those of you who are losing your hair and have been for a long time, if you are a hat wearer because it hides your thinning, which is what I did for years. It was my go-to for years in hiding. I couldn't take my hat off anyway because my hair was so thin and so terrible. So in that case, it's probably no big loss, but I just wanted to mention it. All right, you guys, long enough. Love this wig. Highly recommend it. Happy to answer questions if you are trying to decide if it's for you or not. Let me know. I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, everyone. We're outside so that you can see this color outside. I'm in the shade right now. I will step into the sunlight. And I will take my baseball cap off it for you as well. But I thought it'd be helpful for you to see what part of the color shows here. I am beyond pleased with this color. I had a heck of a time choosing, and it turned out great. Get in front of
Ooh, that's a bright sun. Noisy birds out here. Some Canadian geese flying by. All right, I'll throw this back on. Just this beautiful caramel. Like a blondish caramel. So pretty. All right, guys, thanks for watching.